In this Football Notes channel top transfer football news. Manchester United has reserved number 7 jersey for Sancho. Liverpool will attempt to complete Thiago Alcantara transfer on one condition. Jurgen Klopp faces Liverpool transfer dilemma over Gini Wijnaldum and Sadio Mane. £27 million player offered to favourites Manchester United. Chelsea at crucial stage in talks over yet another major signing. Number 1. Jadon Sancho remains Manchester United's top transfer target with less than a month of the window to go. According to Bleacher Report, Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund have agreed to go about Sancho negotiations in a more respectful manner. It's claimed the Red Devils felt too much was being leaked during early stages of talks between the two clubs. And that's why things have gone somewhat quiet in recent weeks, certainly compared to a month ago. United are still hopeful Sancho will make the move to Old Trafford, despite Dortmund wanting £108 million. And the fact that the two clubs have agreed on a transfer tactic could set them in good stead with a month of the window to go. Mason Greenwood recently changed shirt numbers, with the United star taking the number 11. That was previously worn by club legend Ryan Giggs throughout his spell at the club and, in recent years, has been donned by Adnan Januzaj and Anthony Martial. And ESPN claim United have altered Greenwood's jersey to number 11 because they're keeping the number 7 shirt free for Sancho. It has been worn by club icons Cristiano Ronaldo, David Beckham, Eric Cantona and George Best. Solskjaer has reportedly told Ed Woodward that he's unwilling to settle for Sancho or bust. ESPN claim the Norwegian is prepared to walk away from a deal and choose an alternative, with 3 players being discussed. Kingsley Coman is on their radar, though Bayern Munich may not sell the France international in the wake of his Champions League heroics. So too is Douglas Costa, who scored just 3 times for Juventus last term. And Barcelona's Ousmane Dembele is another player under consideration, despite injuries hampering his development at the new camp over the last 3 years. But, in recent years, Antonio Valencia, Memphis Depay, Angel Di Maria and Alexis Sanchez have all flopped with the jersey on their back. United legend Darren Fletcher recently endorsed a move for Sancho, saying, "At his young age, to be doing what he's doing at that level of football is fantastic, and there's no doubt that he has got a bright future in the game." It's clearly a position that Manchester United, I feel, have needed for a number of years now, somebody who naturally wants to play off that right-hand side. So, I think that it ticks all the boxes in that respect, but, at the same time, these transfers are very, very difficult. Large sums of money in these times, there's a lot of circumstances involved in it. It's not just Jadon Sancho and his representatives, it's Borussia Dortmund, it's Manchester United, and I'm sure there will be other clubs interested in him as well. He'd be a fantastic acquisition for anyone who gets him. Number 2. Liverpool will attempt to complete Thiago Alcantara transfer on one condition. Liverpool have been heavily linked with a swoop for Bayern Munich's midfield magician Thiago Alcantara. Liverpool will attempt to complete the signing of Thiago Alcantara if they sell Georginio Wijnaldum. The Bayern Munich star is up for a move to Anfield after rejecting a contract extension with the Champions League winners. Liverpool have made only one signing in this transfer window, with the capture of reserve left-back Kostas Tsimikas from Olympiacos costing £11.75 million. Jurgen Klopp is content with his squad after last season's Premier League title triumph, while the financial impact of the coronavirus crisis has restricted the club's transfer budget. But Klopp has a potential problem in midfield because Wijnaldum, like Alcantara, has entered the final year of his contract. Barcelona are keen to swoop following Ronald Koeman's decision to quit the Netherlands national team for the new camp. They have already contacted the Dutchman's agent and are expected to launch an offer in the coming days, according to Fabrizio Romano. If Liverpool decide to cash in, then they will reportedly firm up plans to sign Alcantara as his replacement. Romano wrote on Instagram, "If Number LFC will decide to sell Wijnaldum, they'll push again to sign Thiago Alcantara from Bayern Munich. Price tag always around €30 million. Contacts still on with his agent." Liverpool will not face competition for Alcantara from Chelsea, who have already spent in excess of £200 million in the summer transfer window. While Manchester United have touched base with the 29-year-old midfielder's camp, but have not contacted Bayern Munich. If developments happen at pace in the coming days, then Alcantara could join Liverpool in time for the Premier League opener against Championship winners Leeds. Anfield bosses have until October 5 to complete their transfer business, however, with the deadline being extended due to the COVID-19 pandemic's effect on the football schedule in 2020. Number 3. Jurgen Klopp faces Liverpool transfer dilemma over Gini Wijnaldum and Sadio Mane. Klopp will be glad when transfer window shuts with Barcelona sniffing around, as the only thing that could undermine his team would be if key players had their heads turned. Liverpool have not done much business in the transfer market this summer, but I would imagine Jurgen Klopp would slam the window shut now if he could. Barcelona have got their noses pressed up against the Anfield glass once again. And the reports from Spain that new Barca boss Ronald Koeman wants to sign Sadio Mane and Gini Wijnaldum will send a cold shiver down the spine of every Liverpool supporter. Luis Suarez and Felipe Coutinho have found it impossible to resist the lure of the new camp in recent years. And even while the Catalan club have been in crisis, the name FC Barcelona always carries huge kudos. Liverpool are one of the biggest clubs in world football. But Sadio Mane is from Senegal. When he was growing up in the town of Sédhiou, I wouldn't be surprised if he dreamt about wearing the famous claret and blue shirt. When Wijnaldum was playing football on the streets of Rotterdam, he no doubt recreated the Koeman free kick at Wembley that won the Champions League for Barcelona in 1992. Both players have also worked under the Dutchman. Mane for club, Wijnaldum for country. At this moment, any move away from Liverpool can be regarded as a step down. And the only thing I can see undermining Klopp's team would be if a couple of key players had their heads turned. Of course, Liverpool are a different beast than they were when Suarez and Coutinho departed. Klopp used the £144 million fee the club banked for Felipe to build a team that is officially the best in the world. Other clubs may have better individuals, but Liverpool's strength is the bond he has forged between his players. Jurgen won't want that team spirit undermined in any way. We all remember the way Suarez sulked when he was denied a move first to Arsenal and then to Barcelona. Luis got his way in the end, and he will have no regrets, even though his time in La Liga now seems to be coming to an ignominious end. I look around the Anfield dressing room now, and, if I'm honest, I don't see any players who would down tools. But you will be amazed how much these things can upset the equilibrium of the team. It's human nature. A player's attitude only has to drop by a fraction, and it makes a huge difference. Other players can spot it a mile away. It might be not going in for a tackle, because somewhere at the back of your mind lurks the fear that you might get injured. Or it might be that you don't run that extra yard or make the effort to close down an opponent. Little things, big consequences. That isn't a criticism. Most of the time it is subconscious. Klopp will be aware of that as well. He'll be hoping Barcelona stay away from his players leading up to the transfer window closing on October 5. Klopp obviously feels that the squad, which has won the Premier League, Champions League and FIFA Club World Cup over the past 2 seasons, doesn't need to be strengthened. Once again his wheeling and dealing has left Liverpool in the red, with full-back Konstantinos Tsimikas coming in and Dejan Lovren leaving for a few extra million. October 5 can't come quick enough for Liverpool. Number 4. £27 million player offered to favourites Manchester United. Manchester United have been linked with Sergio Reguilón recently, and the latest reports seem positive for the Old Trafford club. According to Estadio Deportivo, the Red Devils are prepared to move in with an offer worth 25 to 30 million euros to sign the Spanish left-back from Real Madrid. As per reports going on in the media, the 20-time English champions are favourites to sign the 23-year-old, who was a key member of the Sevilla side on loan that won the Europa League last month. As .com reported that Sevilla and Man United are best places, but the PL Giants have the advantage over the Spanish side as they want to sign the £27 million rated player on permanent basis. Similarly, Estadio Deportivo also claimed that Lopetegui's team cannot compete with Man United on economic level, and it is also mentioned that the fullback will not dislike the option of moving to Old Trafford. Yesterday, renowned Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano revealed on his Twitter account that Real Madrid have offered Reguilón to Manchester United. As compared to the 2018-19 campaign, defensively, we performed much better in the last campaign, but the left-back position still needs to be reinforced. Unfortunately, Luke Shaw has a habit of getting injured, and last season, the Three Lions defender missed 17 games in all competitions due to muscle and hamstring-related concerns. On the other hand, we cannot rely completely on young and inexperienced Brandon Williams for the next season, therefore, a proven left-back should be lured. In your view, should Man United splash the cash to sign Sergio Reguilón? Number 5. Chelsea at crucial stage in talks over yet another major signing. Chelsea are reportedly at a crucial stage in their transfer talks over Rennes goalkeeper Edouard Mendy. The Blues have had a busy summer with deals for Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, Ben Chilwell, Thiago Silva and Kai Havertz, but it looks like Frank Lampard isn't finished with his spending just yet. Chelsea are now targeting Rennes goalkeeper Edouard Mendy after being thwarted in their efforts elsewhere, and he could challenge Kepa Arrizabalaga for the No. 1 jersey. Chelsea will reportedly move forward next week in their efforts to sign Rennes goalkeeper Edouard Mendy. And the Blues hope that the move can be accelerated through input from the club's technical director Petrosech, who played for the French side before moving to Stamford Bridge in 2004. Frank Lampard is keen to sign another keeper to challenge Kepa Arrizabalaga, who has struggled since his big-money move from Atletico Bilbao. Lille stopper Mike Maignan was thought to be first choice, but the club have seemingly now turned their attentions elsewhere. Ajax's Andre Onana, Burnley's Nick Pope, and Borussia Dortmund's Roman Bürki have also been considered, but Mendy is now the one they want, according to the Mirror. He would cost Chelsea around £18 million, and his arrival would just add to the summer of spending in West London. Mendy has looked impressive in League One and seems like he could be a smart signing, even if he's not the big name some Chelsea fans will be craving. If Chelsea can add a quality goalkeeper to their long list of summer purchases, there really could be a force to be reckoned with next season, as Lampard looks to be putting together a really strong squad. The West Londoners were only ever really in contention for a top 4 spot last season, but this increasingly looks like a team that could be genuine title challengers in 2020-21. These are our top 5 for today. Thanks for watching.